And finally from Canada Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, who was once celebrated for his charisma and vision, now finds himself at a crossroads after nearly a decade in power. His leadership faces mounting criticism both at home and abroad, from strained relations with India to domestic challenges like inflation and housing affordability. Canadians are questioning whether Prime Minister Trudeau is still the leader they need as the 2025 federal election approaches. Many Canadians are looking for change. Here's our final report with more.
Justin Trudeau once captured Canada's imagination. Just like any other leader, he promised change and progress nearly a decade into his tenure. The sheen has worn off and Canadians now see a prime minister who struggles to lead at home and abroad. Nowhere is this more evident than in his handling of India, a nation whose ties with Canada have sunk to historic. The trouble began in September 2023 when Trudeau alleged that Indian agents were involved in the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh. The Canadian leader called his claims credible allegations but failed to present any evidence.
I think it's extremely important that as a country with a strong and independent justice system we allow those justice processes to unfold themselves with the utmost integrity, but I can assure you the decision to share these allegations on the floor of the House of Commons Monday morning was not done lightly.
Months later, his rhetoric remains unsubstantiated, with accusations now described as possibly, if not probably, true. India dismissed the allegations as baseless. Intentions escalated, but Trudeau and his government didn't stop there, bouncing on another opportunity to blame India. Canada recently accused India of orchestrating violence against Khalistani groups. New Delhi in turn responded, sharply summoning a Canadian diplomat and warning of consequences.
Regarding a latest Canadian target, we had summoned the representative of the Canadian High Commission yesterday. A diplomatic note was handed over in reference to the proceedings of the Standing Committee on Public Safety and National Security in Ottawa on October 29, 2024. It was conveyed in the note that the Government of India protests in the strongest terms to the absurd and baseless references made to the Union Home Minister of India before the committee by Deputy Minister David Morrison. In fact, the revelation that high Canadian officials deliberately leak unfounded insinuations to the international media as part of a conscious strategy to discredit India and influence other nations only confirms the view Government of India has long held about current Canadian government's political agenda and behavioral patterns. Such irresponsible actions will have serious consequences for bilateral ties.
This ongoing diplomatic standoff has polarized Canadians. A survey by the Angus Reid Institute revealed that 39% of Canadians believe Trudeau has mismanaged his ties with India. Only 32% think his government handled the situation well, and the same survey showed that nearly 29% feel relations with India won't improve while Trudeau is in office. Now, the growing divide isn't just about foreign policy. Trudeau's handling of domestic issues has also left Canadians frustrated. Inflation, unaffordable housing, and immigration-driven job shortages dominate public concerns. His approval ratings have also plummeted to 30%, with 65% of Canadians now disapproving of his performance. Trudeau's domestic failures mirror his international struggles. By-election losses have weakened his party, and dissatisfaction among Liberal MPs is brewing.
I think caucus is nervous because of the polling that's been constantly going down. Trudeau has to start listening to the people. If the Prime Minister doesn't respond in some way, what happens when the next confidence vote comes before the House of Commons?
It is evident that Trudeau's once untouchable persona is now under siege, and Canadians see his anti-India rhetoric as a desperate distraction from scandals and crisis at home. Once hailed as a progressive leader, Trudeau now stands on shaky ground. His leadership has faltered and Canadians are growing impatient. Diplomatic failures, domestic crisis and internal party rebellions paint a grim picture as the 2025 federal election looms. The sentiment is clear: Canada is ready for change. Justin Trudeau's once bright legacy is fading, leaving a nation eager for stronger leadership and a fresh start. Thanks for watching this video.